welcome everybody to the Slab Lounge. Today's Slab Lounge is brought to you by you liking, commenting, and subscribing, as well as hat dicks. They look like hot dogs, but they don't taste like hot dogs. They're hat dicks. I'm going to start things off by saying, yeah, no, that assassination attempt was staged. You're gonna tell me, like, the dude was on, you called the dude a sharpshooter. Who the hell goes on a rooftop that's like a football field and a half away with a small caliber handgun? Of course that motherfucker's gonna miss. And it was staged. No, I'm not gonna believe it was just some dude that was trying to shield his family or whatever the fuck. No. No, it was staged. It was staged, people. He staged it so he could get more sympathy because he's gonna win regardless and all that shit. Wow, I am tired all of a sudden for some fucking reason. Which is weird because I actually had a good night's sleep. Is it fuck? Fuck. I am supremely tired, and this is going to be cut into a fucking short.
My thing is that I was talking to with one of my friends last night about this. There's like so many inconsistencies. There was a picture of President Trump when he's in the huddle with the Secret Service on top of him. Like, if someone's shooting at you and you really think it's a danger, who the fuck's be like, oh, you know what I'm gonna do? Take this awesome fucking picture. That's gonna be for after the fact. Like, you'd be like, oh shit, this shit is real. Let me save myself. Right? Like,
Yeah, but you have to remember he's also surrounded around people who would probably be right there telling him, hey, try and make it look good. It'll definitely get you elected once we get you out of here.
well, it's definitely gonna get elected. That's my problem. I was talking to Doug earlier about this. Is that earlier white people treated Ronald Reagan as the man, the savior. He also got the shot attempt against with John Hinckley, and that rolled him to the thing. It's the same exact things happening now. Now you got
Yeah,
Orange Jesus doing this. He gets his gun attempt before 1 week before the RNC when he's gonna name that piece of shit JD Vance from Ohio as his VP. Like, come on.
People, it's just that you just have to. It's true. I mean, it's staged. It's staged. Look, I put you this way, motherfuckers. If a lot of you were siding with Alex Jones with Sandy Hook being a fucking cover up, which if you do believe that, shame on you, you piece of shit. If you believe everything Trump said, and keep in mind, man is a pathological fucking liar. He once said that God made the rain stop when he was having his inaugural election, despite the fact that there are photos literally contradicting that. So of course you staged this whole thing. That's all you need to know. It's just the world we live in now. We just have to accept it, unfortunately, because there's no such thing as good politics.
reality.
Yeah.
Yes.
My thing is like he obviously hired like a really good professional if all he's gonna do is graze the ear. It's like, it's like those people who are trying to get out of going to Afghanistan underneath Bush. Somehow everyone only got shot in their pinky toe. Like, come on.
Mm, mm.
There's precision.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta have good precision for you to do that. Like, if he was just an amateur or just like a guy who like kind of shoots but not that professional, he able to aim head mass and hit it or completely miss. But the fact that he was like, I barely grazed him to get the meshes across, you know, he's like a professional. And if he's not a professional, he wouldn't miss.
Yeah, of course they're grazing him. What is this? 300? What you think is what did the gunman think he was Leonidas throwing his spear at fucking Xerxes just to scar him, prove that gods could bleed? Fuck off. That was staged. It was all staged. And you know what else is staged? Fucking My Adventures with Superman season 2. My God, is that show really pissing me off? Brainiac took control of Kal-El. Let's not have. Let's stop having the whole humans against Kryptonians bit. Favor of having like Brainiac just come out of nowhere and just piss on everything, and like we have to have Superman be the hero we deserve, and they stupidly fucking just went all the stupid route. Fucking love conquers all. That was literally the latest episode I watched. When Lois decided to go into Clark's mind via mind fuck device, and they were just all like, "Hey, you don't think of me as human, Kal-El? No, I think of you as super strong, just like me. So let's fly together and let's be Kryptonians, and let's get out of here together because our love conquers all." Like, shut up! You introduced such good concepts in season 1. The League of Loises, Mr. Picklet. I'm not gonna pronounce that name. Fuck that. You gave Lex Luthor hair. You did actually a good thing with Metallo because like I'm actually okay with that retcon. But then all of a sudden this is Livewire. This is anti-hero. Wow, I really am tired.
Yeah, I'm hearing you slowly die.
Yes, I'm slowly descending into badness for obvious reasons.
Dude, my thing is that with my Adventures of Superman, it seems like the direction they were trying to go was like a kind of more comedy thing. Then you should have did like an episode where Lois Lane sues Superman or Clark Kent for child support, and the whole episode is them in court, and them talking to the lawyers. Like that's even more interesting. He's a pivot. Like him fighting crime is like a minute in the show. Like it's just a background thing. Him living his life as Clark Kent, dealing with coworkers, dealing with baby mama drama. That I will watch that show.
Well, I mean, there's literally the whole comic series arc of just, quote unquote evil Lois comic of constantly trying to marry Superman and Superman trying to con his way out of it. Like, there's a whole series of comics of that, just purely that.
Right, and that'd be great for animation, right? Like, that's more interesting because everyone does like, oh, Superman, invincible stuff. Like, okay, but let's get the Clark Kent stories.
Yeah, no, the old Superman comics, yeah, Lois used to scheme. Like, she'd go and run off and be like, I'm going to be with this villain since Superman doesn't want me. And then he has to go try and get her back. And then at the moment Superman's going to be hurt, she'd be like, no, I want him back. And the other dude's like, what the fuck? So, I mean, tons of those kind of comics. She's always been causing him hell about it. It's not until after, I guess you could say, Silver Age that she started being like, I'm independent. Go be over there, Clark. Before then, no.
If they would have showed that, the season finale could be an episode where it's like a wonderful life or beautiful life, where Superman actually kills Lois Lane and he sees how much better his life is.
Yeah, they're not going that far.
Am I right? I mean, good lord. Fucking.
I mean, we could. What if we changed his name from Clark Kent to Harrison Buckner?
Oh,
hey,
Matt,
I mean, it tracks.
And we're joined with Matt Jonas. How you doing, Matt?
What's up?
So let me.
I'm just hanging out.
Okay. Let me. Wait. Can I talk about said internship / other job offer that you got, or because that I would like to just celebrate that.
No, you can talk about it. That's fine.
So yesterday when we were having a meeting, wow, I'm sounding drunk and tired now. Matt introduced it. He said he got some good news. He got offered an internship at Capcom as well as a cinematic director job at Square Enix.
Ooh.
And he's going to go, and in like, what, month and a half, you're going to go out to Japan and all that good jazz to get trained up and then decide which of the two routes you're going to go. Or wait, was it 2 or 3? I thought you had a third offer, but that just might be me.
The third option is being an illustrator for a manga or anime company.
Yeah, there you go. That's
Right.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice. Which company? Did it tell you, or would it be randomly assigned?
It's randomly assigned because the fact that I have to go with one that has a lot of people that speak English. I'm hoping for Toei Animation.
Because I would want you to be able to go like work on Hunter x Hunter and just be like, stop taking so many fucking hiatuses and finish this shit.
No. See, I want to go for Toei Animation or Shonen. If that was the case, this way I could be like, oh, well, hey, I worked on the new issue of Dragon Ball, or I worked on the new season of...
Yes, Dragon Ball is still continuing.
No, I mean One Piece, man. That thing's gonna be forever.
The One Piece.
If you get your hands on some backside royalty.
Yeah, Dragon Ball.
Wait, what? What about Dragon Ball balls? I'm sorry.
Gotta catch them all.
I'm really tired. I might take a nap after this.
You should take a nap after this.
Well, seeing as how the realm of animation shit's still being brought up, any of you watched the trailer for Batman Caped Crusader?
No.
Nope.
I didn't know there was a trailer until you said something.
Well, okay. The trailer looks good. I'll give it that. They say they're going for more mature themes. Now, at first I was just gonna brush it off. But here's the kicker. Bruce Timm is working on it. Now, for those who don't know who that person is, he is the man that is quite literally responsible for the DC animated universe. He created Batman Beyond. He helped push for Static Shock. And the animated DCAU exists because of Bruce Timm. And Amazon Prime is going to be showing off the thing come August 7th.
Wait. Is this live action or animation?
No, animation.
Okay, cool. I thought they were going to screw it up.
I don't know, because Bruce Timm is Bruce Timm. Well, of course it has to be animated. It's Bruce fucking Timm.
No, they could just have him as a consultant on the thing and then still try to do live animation shit because people want to be like, oh, it's cheaper to do that route or whatever.
I heard.
Yeah, but given with the push of still trying to make animation work for people after they tried to drop a large chunk of it in so everybody hated it, I'm pretty sure they're trying to get back in animation.
Well, that's still good. Because I thought we might have a possible Dragon Ball evolution on our hands.
Dragon Ball, I feel so bad for what's going to happen.
I feel like they'll put like another Robert Pattinson or some type of actor for Terry in this, you know? They'll be like, who's a nice hot influencer right now that everyone is actually annoyed with? And somehow he has money and everyone's questioning how the fuck this guy has money.
Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast, oh my god. Okay, that guy.
I mean,
the guy's like, if they change the president's age, I'll run. But they can't, so why the fuck are you even bringing this shit up?
He is
attention whore.
I'm not gonna call him an attention whore because there is like legit.
Oh, I'm sorry, attention slut.
Fine, you can do that, but there's like legit, genuine, like legit good behind what he's doing. It's just that the way he smiles, man. That smile in like everything from his ex to he just looks super creepy. He looks like a creeper.
Well, it's mainly because you're trying to do that. You need a smile that could just be used for everything.
Manufactured.
To look for the compassionate or I love you or the I hate you smile because they're going to throw that in your face all the time. But if you just have this one awkward smile, what you going to do? That's the smile he had. I mean, think about it. Look at
You're talking about Mr. Beast's super cheesy smile.
Yeah, we're talking about the super cheesy smile. You know what's weird? When like Captain said awkward, I honestly thought he said Hogwarts smile, and I'm just like Harry Potter.
I mean, okay, I will give you that. Yeah, he's done a lot of like humanitarian work and stuff on there. But like you're saying with his manufactured smile, would it surprise you in like 20 years there's like a documentary about how he's a monster, like Diddy?
I mean,
honestly, the way Mr. Beast is, Like, I highly doubt something like that would come out to where he's like Dr. Disrespect and shit, or Mini Lad.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry.
Like,
continue.
I highly doubt that would be something that would come out for Mr. Beast. Just because, if you look back at the history of who he is and the type of things that he's done throughout his entire career, I highly doubt that. Because even his mom has gone on and talked about how whenever he was a kid, he was all about giving back to the community.
Yeah, it's kind of like Keanu Reeves or whatever. Because, a lot of people try to give him flack, but no matter how much flack they try to give him, he's a legit, nice person. He'll help out on movie sets. He signed off a bunch of his money to make sure Matrix got made. And he's just an overall chill, cool guy, despite the fact that a lot of people give him flack. I mean, it's not like Christian Bale's who kicked your fucking ass, or...
I guess I'll concede that point. Keanu Reeves has a good track record, and I hear what Matt's saying. If you do the same for Mr. Beast, his track record will most likely pan out.
It's not even just that. It's just believe it or not, as hard as it is really to believe that there are such thing as real life humanitarians that actually will just sit there and give everything that they can back to the world exists. It's very few and far between, but it does happen.
Yeah, I mean, Hassan Piker is one of them, or at least he supposedly, for what it's worth. Oh God, I am for the record. Ironically, I got super tired and dozy after watching the best of Sleepy Dan compilation from Game Grumps, and I'm just all man, there has to be some form of fucking connection. I will talk about Dr. Disrespect, because I did not see that shit coming at all. And then he just comes out straight up and says, I did it. And then everybody's dude, why?
Because he thought it was going to be something he could just gloss over in that whole statement. Because it's the same way he wrote it. It was just that one statement and then followed with all the rest of trying to create the reason why it's justified. So he thought he could railroad past it and people would be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. And it's no. You just admitted it. So, no.
Yeah, but it's the same thing with okay, look at Mini Lad. He still sits there and is trying to have a creator's career.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he's been called out on everything that he's done numerous times and even admitted it and everything else, but yet he still does, keeps trying. And he keeps getting shut off the internet over and over and over again. And I'm getting tired of seeing that shit in my newsfeed.
Oh, yeah. But, with Disrespect, he had a lot more to fucking lose. I mean, his game development studio that he co-founded kicked him out. He lost all of his fucking brand deals. No one wants to talk to him at all. And he still has to put on that stupid fucking mullet wig and that stupid fucking mustache thing. The fucking time that he took that photo in the bathroom should have been a huge warning signal that dude groomed kids. Of course he fucking just look at the fucking... Look at his build. How could you honestly rock that kind of a mullet and still not think of him as some kind of devious predator? I am starting to spit a lot while I'm tired, so I gotta stop.
Oh my!
The sad thing is that with all these streaming companies always trying to get content, there'll always be one of hey, I'm a new junior level executive. I want to get to senior. You know what I'm gonna do? Go find some fucking disenfranchised, no one wants to touch person, and then give him a show, his comeback show. And I'm looking at you, Netflix.
That's quite literally Kick. That is completely Kick.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, Kick. I actually did try to look into Kick for a bit, and it only took me 2 seconds before I was just straight noped out of there.
But the thing is that there's always people that's always I'm going to root for this underdog because, I've been there, or I want a good comeback story, or more importantly, because I want to fuck over these other people that I hate.
Yeah, that's usually the main motivation. Spike can get you pretty far,
right? and I don't know how much a nose is worth, but I would cut that shit off.
I mean, just really, I'll admit, I'm that type of person. I can go through my day, not give a fuck about you, go through. But if you've made the effort to draw my attention, you're fucking with me. You're causing issues. Oh no, out of sheer spite, I will put myself in front of you. I'll make it my only thing to do. I will move everything in my schedule. Spite can move you pretty far. Problem is you usually don't have anything after you fulfill it. Then you're just like, well, fuck.
Whereas like Spite is like an early model Prius with gas mileage. I can get there.
That's what I say to that whole shindig, man. What the hell?
They're
are they trying
represented
to
by
say?
Toyota.
Oh my god!
You owe us Toyota because I name dropped you. That's how it works.
Okay, I'll buy that for $1 because I'm certainly not making any sense. I swear to God, I haven't been drinking because I killed my bottle of booze last night. And I can't buy another one because I can't be sauced while I'm going to the airport tonight. Like fuck that noise.
What, you can? Have you never been to the Atlanta airport?
I don't want to fucking get drunk on the airport. I've had like a drink on a plane, and when that big bitch is flying up or touching down, the head rush is real. I don't want to fucking fuck with that feeling again. I have better things to do. Like, I don't know, go grab Potbelly's The Works sandwich when I get to fucking Detroit or Michigan or wherever the fuck I landed wherever the first stop. My God.
Well, the only thing that's horrible about drinking at the airport is if nowadays with all the delays, because you have to change gate, you might not be able to hear the announcement.
True.
And you gotta pay those ridiculous, stupid airport prices. Fuck that.
Yeah, it's like, fuck you, Wright brothers. You cost us.
Well, I'll tell you this. Sony didn't get their hands on Paramount because they're merging with Skydance. However, Sony is trying to get their hands on Palworld so that Palworld can fight Pokemon. So, wow, I sound really drunk.
I mean, if I was Nintendo, you should buy out Power World so that you can also have the mainstream and you're selling the offbeat copies. It's called a monopoly. Look it up, Parker Brothers.
I honestly don't think Nintendo gives a shit at this point. Palworld's user base dropped, and I mean, yeah, Sony's been making pushes into the live service thing like a motherfucker, but like at the end of the day, Palworld, yeah, good luck fighting Pokemon. Yeah, have fun with that shit. Plus, they're still fighting off accusations that the developers used AI art, and I personally don't believe it. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, but at the same time, they got bigger issues.
Yeah.
My God. I cannot believe it is the end. It's almost the end of summer. We are nearly at the end of motherfucking summer. I was supposed to have a month of vacation. Come back on August 13th because that's when the first day of school comes in. However, my summer vacation has to get cut in half. So I have to come back in on July 29th for reasons. And I'm like, fuck, I don't want to do that.
Wait, I thought the end of summer would be September 21st.
Well, yeah, but like, since the school year.
You mean like school years? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. He's meaning in sense of like administrative being able to be gone 6 months. There's nothing he'd really have to do until August.
I mean, honestly, as I got older, this summer period, I just hate that there's more kids around when I just want to be like left alone in the middle of the day. Like go to school and don't do shit and be disillusioned. Like that's my goal for you guys. That'll be in my syllabus.
At least I won't be here for Comic-Con because Lord knows I don't want to be anywhere near Comic-Con, man.
Oh my God, Comic-Con's gonna be so bad and it's gonna be so hot and people are still gonna come out all fur. And I'm just like, they made a decision, let them die. Gladiator style. Well, I'm just like, think about Gladiator 2. I don't think this was a movie we needed a fucking sequel. We didn't need a sequel. Stop this shit. I mean, why?
Someone saw it in a barrel somewhere and was like, "Hey, we haven't done that yet."
It's been 20 fucking years, people. Why would you have a sequel to the Gladiator? Wasn't even that memorable to begin with, people.
Oh, well, hold up. No, I'm not gonna let you. No, Gladiator was the bomb, bro. The first one with Russell
Just because
Crowe. Okay.
okay, do you remember the movies that came out in 2000? Because do you? Because Gladiator was the only one that stood out. If you take Gladiator, put it in any other, like, with Dark Knight or some shit. No, Dark Knight's gonna kick the Gladiator's ass. Oh my god!
You know what?
Chicken
The Dark Knight one versus the Gladiator. I would say it would be close, bro. Like I would be torn through that for different reasons.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna choose Dark Knight over Gladiator.
Yeah,
Well, I think it has a slight edge for me as well. But like, if you're gonna put an American poll, like a complete poll, I think it'd be close. I think Dark Knight takes it, but it's not gonna be like a landslide stuff. It might be like 51-49.
that'd be like, I don't know. That's like saying, how do I put this? It's like when you're. It's like
Well,
saying
you saw that study where every white man was always thinking about fucking Roman times, Gladiator, Russell Crowe. That's the epitome.
I mean,
That's a Super Bowl, man.
Because you got to contend with Spartacus.
Okay, Spartacus was great. Gladiator blows Spartacus out of the water. Besides the ending, like, I mean, if we're gonna judge this like round by round, is Gladiator always 10-8, 10-8, 10-8, and then Spartacus is 8-10 at the end.
You know, okay, fine, fair enough. But like the thing is, why don't they just remake? Well, I don't want to say reboot it because the main Russell Crowe dies at the end of Gladiator 1 and Caesar's dead. So how the hell? What the fuck?
They should have a spin-off show like the side stories, not redo it. Okay, what did you want to watch a movie of like how the fuck did these people attain these beasts? Like them going out to try to capture tigers and rhinoceros. Like that'd be hilarious. It'd be kind of like Tropic Thunder, but for Gladiator, like Brown Lightning or something.
What the fuck ever?
Well, they seem like they have a lot of dust there. I don't know. Ancient Italy is very dusty for some reason.
Well, on top of that, apparently ancient Italy spoke English rather than,
Good Latin. You know what? I will watch that shit in subtitles.
I don't mind watching movies and subtitles. Everybody watches movies with fucking. We all like if you're playing a video game, of course you're gonna play with subtitles. So it's only natural that people watch movies with subtitles. I watch closed captioning because I can't hear some of the shit people say. They have too growly, rough mumble voices, or they just can't speak because they're idiots.
My problem with closed captioning is the timing of it. Like when they have the closed captioning that goes too far ahead of when they're actually saying it on TV, it sucks because it takes you out of it.
Yeah, because
it's awkward to suddenly see a whole sentence and then a few moments later be like, so, and you're like, oh.
Spoiler, man! How dare they spoil the thing?
Right? Because now you know someone's dead. It's like, oh, so there's one line, and it's like shock because he's dead. Like, wait, what? And then it happens on TV. Like, oh, okay.
That's not the only thing that really like grinds my gears in terms of like, oh, Gladiator 2 is fucking Totally Spies is coming back. Fuck mothering regular shows come. Yeah, you know.
How many do they have? They had 4 before, right?
I think they're it's a continuation. It's not a straight reboot. It's just they're gonna continue on with.
Antonio Banderas is coming back. Like he doesn't have another Puss in Boots shit that he can.
Wait, Antonio Banderas was in Totally
Spy
Spies?
Kids. Oh, Totally Spies. I didn't mean Spy Kids. I'm like, oh my god, not
Ew, no.
no.
Spy Kids should stay dead.
Well, they're spy adults by now, right?
Well, technically, because Spy Kids carried on to that new generation of the kids in the family thing, but then they haven't moved forward with that, fortunately.
I mean, you got Totally Spies coming back, fucking regular shows coming back. Fucking,
I like regular show, but Spy
Foster's Home is coming back, and I'm like,
is Matt gonna be an adult or is he still gonna be a kid with Blue? Like it'd be funny if he's an adult. Blue's like some degenerate homeless person who's fat and drunk, like, and Frankie's
That's still
like,
basically him just in the house.
he never left.
That's just he got kicked out. That's still him.
You know what's weird? If they did a Foster's Home in live action, you know who would play Blue? Zach Galifianakis.
nah,
Yeah, no, he could do it.
I don't see him doing it.
He
I'm
can
not,
do it.
No, I'm saying see him doing it. I'm saying seeing him in the role.
of the episodes of Foster's that I've watched, Blue is an asshole. Like he is.
Oh yeah.
He's a
Yeah,
90%
he's a complete
of the
asshole.
time, he's an asshole until basically everybody's about to beat him up, and then he'll finally be like, I guess I'll admit I'm wrong right now.
like,
Till the next episode.
maybe it's because I've seen Zach Galifianakis on too many interviews, and I know I'm not talking about The Hangover, like some of his other shit that he's done. He's always been like kind of like the nice, goofy guy. I really can't see him just being a straight dick.
Well,
I
no,
can see him playing a straight dick, but I'm pretty sure he's encountered people like that enough to know how to be that if he needed to be that role.
I mean, he wouldn't be. I'm talking about live action if they set the new Fosters in the future when he's just still living in the house. Like that slob, living in the basement, coming out.
Wait, I thought the imaginary friends couldn't actually age. They just stay the same age.
Yeah, but then again, they never really had Mac, who was still there, who didn't really give up his fucking imaginary thing. We're outside the box right now.
I guess.
And I mean, honestly, if they were going to do this, if they were going to do this, you got to get real with it. Blue still lives in an imaginary house. I always thought Mac's mom was a hooker or whatever. That makes sense. Okay.
Who was Mac's mom? I'm not even fucking looking up, dude. I'm tired to like type in the keys.
I don't think they ever showed him, but like, look at his older brother, stuff on there. Is this leading to white trailer trash thing on here? Mac is left alone because her mom's taking clients. That's where he first came with Blue. Then in the future, Blue comes and actually hitting on his mom and doing stuff with his mom, who's now like 60.
Okay.
This shit's gonna get an Oscar right now.
Okay.
And then like his older brother's in jail. He comes out. It's gonna be a whole heartwarming story. We could put Reese Witherspoon in it.
You do realize for a heartwarming story, the character at some point has to not be a dick so that people like him. So if his origin story was he was a dick, and then we're coming to current times where he's been a dick the whole time and now bad things happen, why are we going to feel bad for him? He's been a dick the whole time.
I don't know. It seems to work out for Adam Sandler.
He stops being a dick for at least 10 minutes for somebody to be like, maybe he'll change. Blue does not.
I'm thinking like 8 Crazy Nights.
Think of that movie. Ew.
Yeah, that's
What?
hard to argue against
He
all
was
that.
basically a dick, and then he saw one song, and all of a sudden he's banging like the hottest chick there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that movie wasn't. Yeah, whatever. Fuck that movie. Anyway, I don't know. Well, I'm not gonna watch the Fosters thing. I can tell you that right off the bat. I watched Totally Spies for a little bit because I thought it was okay. Kind of replaced Teen Titans for me, and then I don't know why I stopped watching that. So I don't know what the fuck has happened. I don't know what the fuck has happened. And then
I don't know. Sam, Clover, and Alex, they're cool.
I mean, they're Totally Spies. Yeah. So
Wait, are they going to be older in this one? That's always is always interesting. Like, are they just going to continue from where they last left off, or go older? Because
okay,
usually when they go
so
older, they go darker, which I like.
so the only thing I know of right now, because that's where I found out about like Fosters and all that. With Totally Spies, it's going to continue on where they left off. Now I don't know what happened in the series because I only watched like a few episodes and it was just like I don't know why I stopped watching it. So take from that what you will. Regular show on the other hand, those motherfuckers better put in fucking Close Enough in there because what happened to Close Enough that still hires me. They had so much potential. That show had great potential. Going back to regular show after it had a really good finale. That rubs me that rubs my testicles in a way that makes me say no, ma'am.
Yeah, but
Okay, so which would you rather have them rebooting or continuing regular show, or them doing where it's like it's regular show, but now Mordecai's a girl and Rigby's a girl, or when they cross genders and they try to pass that off as like a new show.
Fiona and Cake Adventure Time. Adventure Time
You
Fiona.
know,
That was
Fiona and Cake
awesome.
Adventure Time, that was awesome because they made it more adult and more
That was
dark
awesome.
and stuff on there.
And what sucks is they
But
actually. What sucks with Fiona and Cake, they're doing a season 2, and I'm like, why? That ended so perfectly. That doesn't need a season 2. You already said you're going to continue on with Adventure Time anyway. Why do you want to go to Fiona and Cake after they had that solid fucking conclusion? There is no.
because technically, Ice King still exists.
Yeah, but
If Ice King would want a second season would happen, considering it's still linked to him.
But the whole moral of Fiona and Cake, among other things, was Ice King letting go of what was her name? And he ended up doing that anyway. Jesus, what the fuck was her name? His girlfriend. Oh my god, her name is
Betty.
Betty, yes. The whole thing was about like him letting go of Betty, his obsession for Betty, and he did that. He did that.
Yes, but you're also forgetting Ice King. Still, even forgetting that is still classified as insane. So
right,
what in the plot did not throw Ice King into rewinding back into a situation where he's fixating on something that would still cause that to happen again? That's what I'm saying. As long as Ice King's there, another season can happen because he exists. Because they can create a reason.
Oh.
If you remove him as Ice King for whatever reason, then you can be like, oh, well, we can't. There's no justifications, but...
I don't know. I get what you're saying, Doug. It's just like a stupid ass when they did a second part of Steven Universe. Like, yeah, good ending. Now he's back as a teacher. Like, I feel like this is Saved by the Bell redo.
It's basically someone noticed one aspect of the story that was left open that didn't need to really be addressed, but they just found a way to be able to still address it.
Well, I mean, think about it this way. They have a new Shrek movie coming out.
Well,
Yeah, I heard about that.
Well, Shrek is just bank. Kids love him. It's like just.
I wouldn't say all of the Shreks were good. I mean, 2 was good. 3 wasn't that great.
It's bank. It's kids. It's a kids movie.
You know, I'm just glad that they have Mike Myers coming back for it. That's the thing that sold me on it.
I mean, even from an actor standpoint, that's easy money too. That's voice acting waiting to happen.
Wait, is Eddie Murphy coming back too?
Yeah, Eddie Murphy's coming back too.
Yeah,
okay.
See, that's just making money from all sides of the board. They're turning that down.
I mean, it's for the record, like
it's like Undercover Brother 2.
And a half. So it was a matter of when, not if, it would come back. Because Shrek took a long ass hiatus.
Well, I mean, they did this Shrek the Final Chapter, so.
Right, that's what they messed up. Both them and Bad Boys. Like they did Bad Boys 3, Bad Boys for Life, but then they made it Bad Boys 4, which you could have did Bad Boys for Life. Shrek, Final Chapter, but you're gonna do the next one. Like they jumped the gun with the title.
Epilogue.
If it'll make you feel any better, I was just all like, oh no, the writer for the 4th Bad Boys movie wrote Beverly Hills Cop 4. Oh man.
Oh, that sucked so bad.
Ooh.
They ruined it.
Well, wait, what?
Well,
Like I
3
watched.
also ruined it.
Well, Beverly Hills
3
Cop
ruined
3.
it.
Beverly Hills Cop 3 sucked. 4 was good.
They
Yeah,
should have
4 was
stopped
pretty
at
good.
2, man. They
Huh?
should have stopped at 2. They should have
Well,
stopped
yeah,
at 2, man.
well, yeah, but like, yeah, 2 was solid gold and a half. Like, because Beverly Hills Cop 1 was all about a fish out of water. 2 actually had Axel being like, a true blue detective showing off cop tricks and what they did streetwise. 3 sucked. 4 was kind of like, I mean, it wasn't as good as 2, but like they did this weird combination of like, because what's her face? Oh, no, I completely forgot her name. Who she plays? Jane, like Axel's daughter. Um, well, no, that's not that. I lost it. I lost my brain. But like at the very least, like 4 was it wasn't as good as 2. I mean, it was still good,
I
but it
mean,
was.
4 was definitely better than 3. I'll
Oh
give you
yeah.
that. But they should have stopped at 2.
I'm I'm not denying it.
But I
But
kind of feel like because they came up with Beverly Hills Cop 4, Eddie Murphy again. Now Eddie Murphy's also doing Shrek, and he just finally got married after 6 years of the engagement. Maybe they solved his buddy problems, which I doubt he has.
the only thing that really kind of it tickled me in the wrong way was like because the way they were setting up Cop 4 was all like because everybody was getting old and they're getting ready to retire because they don't like it's just that time because right off the bat like what's his face literally says he's putting in his papers and but no it ends with just Axel Taggart and Rosewood just being together just all like let's eat steak and then that's it just so like what are they really gonna do a part 5 now? Come on, don't do that. Don't please God don't do that.
Well, usually when they do that, it's horrible and they change over franchises. But like a lot of things don't need a 4. We didn't need Lethal Weapon 4. We
Ugh.
didn't need this other 4. We didn't need Police Academy 4. Like
Oh God, if Police Academy come. Oh,
we didn't need
okay.
Terminator 4. Technically,
Oh my God, I'm gonna talk about that Terminator anime in just a bit. In just a bit, because now I'm awake now. So like before I do that, like get this. Okay, so Naked Gun, it's coming back. And I was just all like, wait, okay, Nathan Gunn, who's gonna be
there's
Drebin?
no Leslie, no OJ. Like what's happening?
So, the two things that I know that are confirmed are this: Liam Neeson is going to be playing Detective Drebin, and I'm just all like, huh, well,
Nope,
okay.
that's a hard no, dog.
I don't know. I think it could, because first of all, like,
No, not just his face, bro. Like his acting chops from his movies are all the fucking same. Like he doesn't have that range to be that funny guy,
no, he
man.
did some comedy bits. Actually did do some comedy bits. But it's not just, but like Leslie Nielsen always played it straight faced, hard boiled. Like he just rolled with that. Like that was his entire shtick. To Nielsen's credit, he's done a lot of serious roles. Like he was in Fallout 3. He was in like the Taken franchise. He did a ton of
Taken, the commuter,
The
all the
Commuter.
same things.
But
It
he
might be
did do
easier to have
some.
Jason Statham to do it.
But he did do some comedy. But he did do some comedy bits. I'm like, okay, I might be okay with that. Here's the shitter though. Fucking Seth MacFarlane's doing the writing, and I'm like, no, I can't. I don't want him
You're like, I'm
touching that.
done.
I don't want
Oh,
Seth MacFarlane.
you already
Right?
know what he's gonna do. He used Liam Neeson in Ted 2 when he talked about that trick scene. Like it's just for kids. Is no one gonna chase me? That's what you're gonna get. That's what I've been saying.
Oh my god! Like, as soon as I heard Seth MacFarlane's name writing the fucking script, I'm like, no, I don't. I'm not. I'm probably not. I'm not. I'm pretty damn sure I'm not gonna watch it. Like, I would love to see Naked Gun come back. Hell, I would love to see Airplane come back because Airplane. I mean, they have so much shit to work with now. What with airport traffic, airport security, and all that shit. It, it just it works so fuck like it is so in line with Airplane's like entire shtick. Airplane 2 sucked, but like yes, Airplane should come back. And same goes with Naked Gun. It's just that Naked Gun fell for me because Seth MacFarlane's doing the writing, and that really is pissing me off.
I think if Airplane comes back, they should merge it with like Soul Plane, kind of, especially
Eh,
with today's TSA. Like the funniness, like either do Atlanta Airport, do the airplane jokes, and you do the Soul Plane's TSA security jokes. Try to merge them both together.
um, maybe. I mean, like, cause okay, has anybody watched Airplane recently? Because I actually rewatched it. Like I want to say like a month or two ago.
It's been like 3 years since I rewatched it.
I mean, okay, so in Robert's defense, you're not exactly wrong because like Airplane One did have some really cringe racy humor, like with the two. I'll just say it, two black guys talking jive. And like you had this one old white lady talking that says, "I know how to speak jive," and they just and it's to hear that joke and yeah, it was really fucking cringe for me. But like but so you could say like, oh, they could just blend it in, and it could work. But like on the other hand, Airplane, I think it was fucking Airplane's just fucking balls to the wall wild. And
Well,
like,
I think in the future, especially when we're talking earlier about how it seems inevitable that Trump's going to get reelected, the crazy humor will be okay for America, right?
I guess, but like, I mean, like, because with like one of the standout parts for me, like in Airplane, was when the stewardess and had the inflatable autopilot, and the thing is, the autopilot was losing air, so she had to blow air into it. Leslie Nielsen's character comes in. He's just all like, nope, because it looks like she's given the autopilot a straight blowjob, and then after everything is said and done, like the autopilot's got a big ass smile, and she's smoking a cigarette. Oh my god, that shit still like resonates with me so well. It's like that just goes to show like the balls of the wall, like just insane shit Airplane did. And it's just a shame they really should go back to Airplane again, especially with what you got to deal with now. What with you can't pick your seat anymore. You have to fucking like TSA security up and checkpoint nonsense. You have so much to work with. How can Airplane not come back?
What if they put like Colin Jost and not Colin Jost, what's Colin Jost and Michael Che together
they,
in
they
it?
they would just destroy everything. I mean, they would like they work off of each other real well. Like, I'm not just talking about weekend update. Colin Jost was in Coming to America, the sequel. It was and he was actually really funny. Michael Che, well, he was first of all, what hasn't he been in? And second, yeah, with Michael Che, he has no qualms like just just pushing that envelope. So like if the two work well with each other on Weekend Update, they always do that. So it's just and they have a bromance apparently. Take from that
They
point.
should be together for like National Security 2. That should be a sequel.
Oh, I would love Airplane to come back. I would love Airplane to come back. And that's and yes, I am one of the people that say that still want there to be a Spaceballs 3: The Search for Part 2. Oh.
Well, it's no, that's Meatballs. Never mind.
Okay. Well,
I was like, is Rick Moranis going to come back? But he gave up acting. So
didn't he? He's
he gave up because after his wife died, he
well,
wanted to
yeah.
spend
I
time
know
with his
that,
kids.
but like, didn't he pass away, or am I thinking of someone
No,
else?
he's alive.
Oh, okay. Okay. Then who the fuck am I thinking of? You know what? Fuck it. Let me.
I don't know. We've been losing a lot of it, but we lost Martin Mull, man.
Yeah. Jesus. Yeah.
He was a gem, national treasure. I would put him like just slightly below Betty White.
We also lost Richard Simmons.
Yeah, right? This is one of those
Although
years of just losing
technically, I
everyone.
thought he was older than he was. because he was only 76. And I was like, I thought he was in his 80s. I honestly did. I thought he had been around longer.
Dude, yeah, it's not just I mean, like, I know it's not an apples to apple. Shannon Doherty died,
Yep.
and she was like 50. She was like in her fucking 50s. I mean, she was 90210. She was Charmed.
I feel like they know something we don't know, and they're like, "Yeah, I've seen this feature. I'm out."
This seems future. I'm out.
Well, I mean, like, if there's ever an apocalyptic event, I want to go out in the first fucking wave.
Well, I mean, the future is clear. They all see Project 2025, and they're like, nope.
Yeah.
No, I see the thermometer at 105, and I'm like, nope.
Good lord, like
Climate change.
climate. Okay. Anyway,
Well, because I mean, it's not just the side of the heat. It's that, like, oh, it is having drier monsoons, so people can't grow food. So that's inflation. Like, everything's just getting fucked,
oh my
and we're
god,
here being greedy
don't-
pigs.
And part of the so one of the reasons why inflation happened was because of the fucking virus. When fast food companies were like, hey, we can charge these prices and they'll pay it. But then the actual war happened, which is forcing everybody to go like, okay, we have to legit raise our prices, and everybody is rightfully pissed because like there was like a story I read in my Google News feed. Customer went to what was it, either Burger King or Mickey D's, and they had to buy like food for food for the family. Fast food is value. I mean, yeah. So turned the price was like for like the overall total was like $35. Dude posted that on social media. Everybody that photo went viral. Everybody was pissed, rightfully so, because like, what the fuck? Why fast food?
What even is that?
You don't pay those prices for fast food. You go in, you grab your shit at an affordable thing, and then you get the fuck out. This isn't Carl's Jr. This is like McDonald's. This is low tier. Like fuck you.
Right, like these meals for like the low tier fast food stuff. It's like if I just want to go in for like a burger and fries, I should be like $8. Cool. Now I'll go to like a higher tier fast food place. It's like, oh, the burger's like $10. Like, okay, cool. Now it's like $20 plus taxes for just one meal.
Yeah, Big Mac meal was because I took a run at Mickey D's like I want to say like a week or two ago. Or no, not a week or two ago. I take that back. When did I do that? Oh no. All right, no, I'll take that back because that you can chalk that up to airport prices. Because like I saw a Big Mac meal for like $18.99, and that's just with a fries and Coke, and I'm just all yeah no.
Big Mac better be made of a goddamn bison.
I know,
Right? Wagyu beef and everything. I think I'm more pissed about its inflation on cigarettes.
I better watch the video of how you caught that meat. I want to see.
Like, you know, it's like
I need to see the details. I want it to be a cooking show.
it's like I want to be like The Simpsons, where you go out like I pick my cow, I choose which one I want to kill, and then you serve it to me. Yeah, that's what I always do. Like drunk, kind of tired. Like I need cigarettes to keep me up.
Yeah, because oh man, it's okay. Like it sucks because like again the only flights to New York are through to Binghamton, New York, or through Delta Airlines, and it always has to leave at 6 in the goddamn morning. There are no other like times. Are you fucking kidding me? God damn it! So like yeah, I gotta do that and all that shit. Stay up all night. Take the cab because I'm not taking the bus at 4. Fuck you. I'll just take a cab. But get this.
You know what's talked about those early flights is like none of the shops in the terminal are open. Like I'm just gonna go here and I'll go get something to eat or something to drink. Like nope, we're not open. Only the gates are open at 6 a.m.
That's a cross I'll bear that cross. But then again, like I'll save I'll reserve like as much as I want to judge it. By the time I'm like I think I go to Detroit.
because there's a Potbelly's in that airport, and Potbelly's serves up some good ass fucking sandwiches. So, and I know for a fact that they will be open because by the time I land, it'll be like morning, or like 10 a.m. morning ish. So I should be good to go.
Well, when you leave here at 6 a.m., it's already about 8 o'clock in the morning in Detroit, right?
Well, yeah, but it's going to be like a 4 or 5 hour flight. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so you already got a benefit of 2+ hours.
yeah. So get this, right? Netflix has been hyping up the Terminator anime. It's called Terminator Zero or some shit like that. It's a CG anime, and apparently it takes place in Japan. Apparently. So, and it's actually after, Judgment Day. So that's another plus, kind of, I guess. But, like, I never watched the trailer yet. And I don't think Arnie's going to be in it, which is probably for the best. He really shouldn't be in. They really should stop having excuses to put Arnie in fucking Terminator. But, like, so, I don't know if I'm going to watch it or not.
Well, did you hear they're going to have a...
There, I'm still waiting to decide if I want to watch the whole Suicide Squad isekai.
It's shit. It's shit. I watched the first
Well,
episode.
I figured. That's why I was going to let it run its whole course to see how bad. I wasn't watching episode 1 until the last one's out.
It's shit. And they're also doing a Santa Claus anime. Like, I feel like they just ran out of ideas.
I honestly thought, like, it was going to take place, like, in Suicide Squad, DC unit. No, it takes place in some medieval shit.
Oh, no. The moment I saw, like, a minor clip of it, and I was like, is that Harley? And then I saw some dude in medieval clothing. I was like, oh, no. Yeah, I know where we're going.
Medieval. That's what
so we could just throw them around where we want to now.
They're just trying to do, like, a Black Knight Martin Lawrence thing, which made no sense.
Dude, it was... I'm like, why are you... What the fuck? What the fuck? I mean, if you're going to do a Suicide Squad isekai, at least let it take place in, like, the main fucking timeline. Don't boot them back to medieval times. Have Deadshot shooting, like, werewolves and shit with fucking guns.
I mean, that's the only way that faulty jetpack makes sense.
Oh my god. So
I mean, they could have did the medieval thing if they would have started modern times, and there's like a small mini arc in the series where they get sent back in time for like 2 episodes.
I only watched the first one, and even then, I was skipping ahead like a motherfucker because I was having none of its nonsense. Like, none of it. Like, absolutely. The humor was crap. The fucking... the action scenes were okay, but, like, I don't even remember why they were sent there to begin with. Like, it's just... I know Deadshot has a relationship, like, a semi-friendship with the dude that's in command of, like, the werewolf army, or Lycan, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, and apparently that friendship soured or some shit, and it...
I know there was from the little bits that I know of, I know some previous team was sent there beforehand, and they found something, which is why the initial team sent, but I don't know what it was. Like, I just know that's why they're going, is because another team was sent there. Because I think it's Rick Flag that I think, again, is in a location before they show up to be like, oh, it's that guy. That guy that's always there before us and talks shit to us, but then we have to work with him. That guy.
Oh my god, Suicide Squad. The Suicide Squad has so much good potential, but always, it can never... It's like, the Suicide Squad, it's at heart, yes, it's a dark comedy at its core. Yes, there's action, yes, there's drama, but, like, at its core, it's still, like, a dark comedy. Like, it's just like, oh, look at us, we're a bunch of misfits doing our own thing. It's just, I mean...
I would say it's actor choices or the people they put in there. Like, first one, Will Smith, really? Will Smith's going to be Will Smith.
Well, the problem is that they try to make Suicide Squad be what it's not. You're trying to make it be like, oh, it's like the anti-Justice League, or it's the villains that you get interested enough and you care about their story. No. Suicide Squad is literally just side stories of the villains that are significant enough to survive and plot how to get out of their situations. That's it. Even in comic form. That's essentially, many of the members die. They don't stay as the regular. You don't go, oh, those five, we send them everywhere. No. Many members die.
Yeah.
So, and they never harp on that. They never address it. They just make it seem like, oh, shit went down. Go get Harley and the squad. And it's like, no. Harley and the squad get assembled because they're usually some of the last ones left of the other ones that win. You never get to see tons of the other ones that should be dying. There's not tons of episodes of the multiple attempts, which is what the show should be around. You should be following more of the heroes fucking up until the eventual squad does fix it, as opposed to one squad running around getting through it.
I mean, if they're gonna do it the way they're doing it, they should take notes from My Hero Academia and how like the League of Villains do it. Like that seems like what they're trying to achieve, but failing.
Yeah, because what happens is whenever they decide, and you can tell it in the formula, whenever they decide we need to do something with Suicide Squad, you immediately need to figure out something for Amanda Waller to want. Even if it doesn't make sense why she wants it, why she's involved, how she found out about it or anything. If she wants it, that's justification to send the squad. After that, you need some reason for Harley to be there.
Yeah.
That's it. And then after that, they just built the roster behind that because Harley can balance out around almost anybody else, especially if you happen to throw Poison Ivy in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's their two structures for everything. And you can tell because even when you start anything Suicide Squad, one of the first people you know where they are is Harley. Mm-hmm. There has not been an introduction once where you had to be like, well, what's Harley doing? Is Harley still sitting over there? No, she's one of the first people you know where she's at. Because that's all they mapped around. Waller, Harley, and then after that it's just cause some antics and make sure Harley survives.
It just let me put it to you this way. Here's when, like, because I was actually watching the first Suicide Squad movie, not the animated movies. The animated movies kind of got them right, but like the Will Smith Deadshot movie. When the second I stopped, here's the second when I stopped watching it. Harley Quinn goes up to, I forget who the fuck it was, like some samurai katana wielding villainous person thing.
Probably Katana.
Oh yeah.
That's one of the few running around there that's named after the only thing she's wielding all the time.
She's like, "Oh, I like that smell you have. What perfume are you using? The scent of death." And I'm like, "Okay, no. That's no. I already know you're going down. Switch channels."
You're like, y'all couldn't even make a good line. You couldn't even say the line in like French perfume names. Come on.
Oh my goodness. The isekai is just as awful. I mean, it really is. It really is. It's bad.
I figure because unfortunately, I guess how to put it, isekais can be pretty straightforward with a joke and get away with it. And Suicide Squad isn't the type of thing where you should be that straightforward with a gag. So it's awkward to see that suddenly for like, well, for lack of perspective, Deadshot. At any point being brought to some middle-aged, like, I guess, medieval time setting, how's any of that going to work for him in general? Like, you may not have existed then, and they may not 100% understand racial differences, assumedly that there's none of y'all running around. But even if that's the case, You know it, so shouldn't you be acting a little different?
Yeah, you know what's... And the real big kick in the nuts, if memory serves correctly, is Suicide... I'm just going to call it SSI. SSI, the production company behind it, is, I think it's IG. That anime production company. They actually have a pretty fucking solid track record. Yeah, I mean, granted, it's not all hits. They did tackle Ghost in the Shell Sack's second gig, but they did Sack season 1.
I mean, I feel like there was more pushing in the background about stuff with second gig. I don't feel like that's all of everybody's thing. I feel like, because I'll admit I haven't went back to watch second gig fully, but you could tell like the direction changed so drastically that somebody had to be like, oh well, let's try this instead.
But IG, they actually have. It's not just Sack that they did. They have like, if you look at their library, they actually have some pretty solid hits. And then they did SSI. Or wait, is it them that did SSI, or are they doing Terminator Zero? Either way, it's just like, wow, I really should. Fuck. I honestly think they're doing Terminator Zero, not SSI. Oh my goodness. Oh Jesus Christ. Oh fuck. Oh fuck! I gotta Google this. Oh my goodness! I gotta Google this. Suicide Squad, Isekai Production Studio. Who did it? Who did it?
Who did it?
No, it's I've never actually heard of Wit Studio. So yeah, IG is doing Terminator Zero. Sorry, everybody. Jesus Christmas.
Getting them all hyped up to be, how dare you?
Yeah,
oh,
I was about to
not
rail
back.
against
My
them.
bad.
Oh my god, I was seriously gonna rail against them, yeah. Oh my Jesus, this is so good. Don't. But the point of the story is, don't watch Isekai. That anime is shit. It is bad.
Well, yeah, as I mentioned, the bits I'd seen weren't like I was gonna run in and be like, oh, this is my favorite. It was one of those, oh, this is gonna be one of those shit watching laters. Okay, I'll watch you later.
Oh,
like, it's one of those.
And then I can't. I just. Between Terminator Zero, like I don't know if I'm still. I think I'm gonna watch Batman Caped Crusader. It's just that the one thing that I fucking hate about it is that for whatever reason they had to go back to old school. Not. What I mean by that is, how do I put this? Like we all remember Batman the Animated Series. That aesthetic. So all the cars are old school. Even the Batmobile looks like shit.
Wait, is Robin back in hot pants mode?
There was no showing of Robin in the trailer, so I can't tell you.
Because I was like, we don't really need to go back to that. That's not dire. We do not need the acrobat costume. We're good. We're good. There's unitards. We're good.
I don't know. I don't know. I honestly don't know though, because like they haven't shown Robin. All they did was show Batman doing Batman things, and by Batman things, I mean like even the Bat computer looks like a fucking relic and a half, and you're just all like you're really pushing the suspense of disbelief here, dude. But like I think they bring back Detective Montoya, which is nice.
Maybe we can find out where she's been this whole time.
Well, I mean, in the comics, she's questioned, but at the same time, like, yeah, bring back Detective Montoya. She like Harley Quinn, Montoya was literally grandfathered into the comic because of her popularity, and all of a sudden she's just not there no more. Get the fuck out of here. Who else? Who else there? I think I saw the Penguin. I think I saw the Riddler. And then the rest is just, Batman doing Batman things and people shooting guns. They say they're gonna tackle, it'll be more mature themed. I mean, cool if they are, but like, I'm just gonna, I know I'm gonna watch it because Bruce Timm is making it. I have to do that because Bruce Timm, he gave me such a good childhood with the DC animated universe and Young Justice. He created Young Justice. Anyway, so there's all of that, but oh my god, like fuck. Wait, how much time do I have left? Oh my god, it's already 4:11. This is going to be 12 of the longest hours of my life. I don't know if I can take a nap. Like, I am dreading this. I really am, because I hate traveling so early in the fucking morning. Oh, man, and I gotta... See, the thing is, look, for the record, it's not... I just hate staying up, like pulling all-nighters again. And then I gotta, like, do all that nonsense. And what's worse is I really wanted that month, man. I really wanted that month off. I'm not gonna, because now I can't pack as much. Like, I was originally gonna take my giant-ass suitcase, and then, like, but no, this time I gotta bring, like, the duffel bag again. Put in, like, maybe a week's worth of clothing, and then just swap them out. Because, like, one thing I'm damn sure gonna do is I'm going to steal as much food as I can from my folks, because I am fucking sick of cooking. Like, I am sick of cooking. And I am damn tired of having, like, alright, I'll eat some Hot Pockets. Alright, I'll have a microwavable pizza. Or, God forbid, I go to 7-Eleven for my food fix. Because, like, 7-Eleven food. That's like, for me, that's like a last-ditch situation. Am I the only one that thinks, like, 7-Eleven food is, like, the last, like, your desperate hour?
Usually.
Yeah.
I mean, they know it too. You don't come in there at prime choice hours.
Yeah. I
mean, I come into AM PM with prime choice hours to get them hot dogs. I see hot dogs.
Yeah, but that's different.
That's AMP. Well, AMPM, I'll give you this.
They actually changed the dogs there. It's in the regulations.
That too, but like...
yeah.
AMPM's breakfast sandwiches are pretty baller too.
Yeah, the breakfasts are pretty good, like, because I always have to get... my jobs lately, I'm there at 6 o'clock. Like, I need to get something, and I don't want to get overpriced McDonald's. Beforehand, I would go McDonald's like, oh, I can get 2 for $5 sausage egg McMuffins. Now it's not.
McDonald's. I tried their steak McMuffin bagel thing. I mean, no.
No, their bagel. No, it's not worth it. Mm-hmm. And can we talk about how am I paying like almost $6 just for one large fries from McDonald's? Like, that's bullshit.
Ugh. McDonald's, again, like, it really...
Because they adjusted the fry recipe. Well, I say fry recipe, but it's probably more or less they just got a different kind of fries. Because now they offer fries in basket.
I'm just saying, like, I'm not sure if they're trying to solve the American BC problem by outpricing us.
Oh, let's have a $5 meal deal. I mean, like... because that's the answer to everybody's problems. $5. Fucking just lower your goddamn menu prices, for fuck's sake. I mean, is that...
There's no more $5 meal things. Subway dropped the ball.
Subway in there. Subway.
I blame Jerry Fogel and the myriad of kids.
The $5 footlong. The $5 footlong. That was actually... That got me through a lot of lonely nights. I'll give it that. But at the same time, I will say this much. When Jersey Mike started coming up, I left Subway behind and I didn't look back one fucking bit. Because at that time, when Subway had its $5 footlong, what was it? Your options were either that or Quiznos. We had, like, I think I was lucky enough to live next to a Firehouse Subs when I was in my bachelor's degree, but, like, Firehouse Subs, ew. I mean, it's a little better than Subway, but you don't have, like, the topping selection, I guess. But, like, at the same time, it's just Subway's. Ugh.
No, if I was gonna put like these type of sandwich shops, and I'm talking about locally, not here where I'm at, I'll put like it's like Jersey Mike's, then like Submarina, then Quiznos, Firehouse, then Subway.
Yeah, no, that tracks, because Subway's that thing is bottom of the fucking barrel. It really is. Like,
But for the price for the $5 tuna, I'm like, okay. And usually they have enough locations that was near it that may justify, like, oh, $5 for this, about $1 gas used to get to the Subway. Mason.
I mean, like, it's, you know what's weird though? When I first moved to San Diego, there was like 3 Subways in like walking distance for me. It was the weirdest. It's the strangest fucking thing. Like, there was one right next to an IHOP. Then out of the 3 locations, the only one that survived was the one on, like, next to the trolley stop, on your way to City College. So there was that. The other 2 locations got turned into a 7-Eleven. Even the IHOP got turned into a 7-Eleven. So now I live next to, like, a shitload of 7-Elevens, 1 Subway, and if I go all the way down to City College, that's where I can get my Mickey D's fix and shit like that. I used to live next to a fucking Wendy's before it got turned into, well, like, some weird-ass, like, soup and sandwich shop. And I'm like, I miss Wendy's. I miss Wendy's because its pretzel pub burger is fucking amazing with the bacon and the shredded and the burger patties and.
Go get your soup and sandwich.
I know, like
Right.
God,
I think the problem is that all these people want to become franchisees, but they don't think about the location they put it in. You know, like we don't get like the ones, like you said, near the terminal, the Subway at my UCSC college, it's still there because, like, you got thousands of people already there, easy foot traffic. These other ones is like, I'm going to put it next to a gas station. You know, like, you might get 20. Like, I'm not fucking going to the Subway near a gas station and be like, I want Subway. Let me go to the gas station to go to Subway, right? Like,
another thing one of the other big things that was, like, when Horton Plaza closed, like, a ton of that shit went away. Because, like, Horton Plaza had a damn good Taco Bell and a bunch of other things that I can't, and a bunch of other, like, fast food joints. There was, I think there was a Sparrow over there. Or I could be confused.
yeah, they had a Sbarro. They had a good Horton Plaza. People go there for parking. They go to the Padres game because parking's ridiculous downtown.
Yeah. When I had my car, like, I used to milk that whole 3 hours of free parking until you couldn't. So I'd, like, do it. I'd keep making my rounds until, like, I'd go to that one spot where parking was free after 6 p.m. in downtown. And so I just usually do that. And it was, it was something. But, like, my God, like, fuck. Taco
It just kind of seems like, why do people be franchisees of Subway when the better monetary choice is like, let's buy a parking lot in the downtown metro district, rake in that shit. Like, you see how much it costs? They're charging you, like, when we were going to LA, like, why do I want to drive our cars? Like, if I park overnight, they're going to charge me $30 each night. That's $120 for 3 days. Like, bullshit.
Yeah.
That's it? Only $30 a night?
Well,
Dude, that's expensive. Are you in New York?
To be fair, they were running specials that when we were over there. But, like, the parking meters. Oh my God, the parking meters! Because I saw some in LA when me and Robert were in LA. Fucking, what was it? Like, what was it? Like $3.50 for like 15 minutes or some shit like that?
Yeah, for 15 minutes. Like, that's it. Like, park your car, get in and get out. Like, I'm gonna take that risk of not paying this, thinking I can get out.
So being a semi driver, there's these parking lots that you can go to pay overnight for parking. For us to get sleep sometimes, to park in those lots, it's $100 for one night.
Ooh.
Nah, bro, I can't be doing that.
It's like I'm out. I'm out.
I'm out.
That's it.
It's like when I can pay like a $50 for like a bump of coke, like I'm just gonna drive all night until I get in a free parking lot. Like
That's it.
Fuck that. I'll just go to the nearest Pilot or Love's or whatever, and I'll just park there for free.
Yeah.
right, or find like a 24-hour Walmart. You got to deal with the crackheads at late nights, but
I mean,
I got a
not
big
as
ass
much
dog.
nowadays because there's kind of the more area where you can park that you'll see more truckers and stuff be at. So it's not really like there's certain locations where it's weird, where it's out in the open, and some have it kind of tucked more behind the location where you'd have to go out of your way to bug them if you're trying to.
Let them come bug me anyways. I have a 180-pound, 6'4" Great Dane.
Oh well, yeah, that's solving everything.
Yeah. Well,
It's like I ain't too worried.
it's well, yeah. Well, to be fair, that because one of my coworkers, she's all like, "Oh, I want to go downtown, but I heard it's dangerous," and I'm like, "It's that can literally apply to like just anywhere in the fucking U.S." So like,
Yeah.
that's why I'm like drawing parallels to what you and what Matt and Kevin just said. Like, oh, there's some places that are just, but if you go around the back, you'll be fine. That same thing can be said about just anywhere in, like it's like, oh, you can't don't leave your car in this part of the neighborhood. You just don't do it. Like, and it's right. Like, you can find that literally those don't leave your stuff here spots anywhere in the U.S.
It's like I used to live in a really nice neighborhood whenever I was living in Greenwood in Indiana. But even still, people would still, come by and like peek in my windows and shit, try to break into my house. So I put signs up. It's like, fair warning, anybody who trespasses on my property will be shot. And I don't mean shot to injured, I mean shot to kill.
Yeah, it's just,
right, Senator Mac.
I mean, porch pirates exist. That's still a thing. Yeah, when Amazon workers leave their stuff, and then you'll have people that are just like, straight like waiting for that shit, and then just go naked.
Well, that's the thing is like if you go in rich neighborhoods, like that's great, but everyone knows where the rich neighborhoods is, so that's the target.
It's like my mom bought a sign for me for my birthday one year. It said, "Owner of this house is not a gun owner. Owner of this house owns an entire armory."
You should be like, owner of this house gave that gun to Alex Baldwin.
He got didn't his thing get dismissed?
Yeah, it got dismissed.
Which it should then, because this has been fucking ridiculous. That's just it's the same thing I've been telling with my partner. It's like it's basically just someone trying to make a name for themselves, but it makes no sense why you're still dragging him through it.
Right? Because obviously you had this chain of command. Like, why do you have this position of armor? Because they're supposed to take care of this job. So why are you going after Alex Baldwin when someone didn't take care of the job?
Well, and even the dumb logic of, oh, he pulled his finger on the trigger and all that. Okay, so would that same logic work if he was supposed to have a foam bat on set? It's supposed to be foam. He grabs it in a quick motion that's supposed to be for the scene, and it turns out it's a real bat and he hits somebody. How is that fault in that if that was the wrong prop there?
So let's take this back a few years, all right? I'm sure that at least a few of you have probably seen the original Crow movie, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Brandon Lee.
Yeah.
Okay. The person who played as Funboy, he didn't get charged with anything.
Yeah. It was rolled in an accident or something like that.
Yeah, it was an accident. He killed not only Brandon Lee, but the actress that was playing Brandon Lee's girlfriend at the time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Or the person who did the Tin
two
Man.
people instead of one.
Or the person who did the first original Tin Man, she didn't get like charged for murder because the guy was allergic to paint. Like, how the fuck is she supposed to know? Like,
Yeah,
Well, that was more Disney sweeping things under the rug because that there was some shady shit going on with that, and Disney basically did its best to look at what they did to what was it, Molly Ringwald?
You mean from Breakfast Club?
No.
And fixing candles.
She was in no. I'm talking about because she was in that movie too. Like not just Tin Man.
Judy Garland.
Yes. Because what they did to her was bad. Like the amount of shit they got her addicted, like to the stuff they got her addicted on, in order to like not just finish the fucking movie, but to like keep her career up until like a certain point where she just couldn't take it anymore. That's all. That what happened on that movie is not a 1-to-1, an apples to apples comparison with what happened to The Crow. The Crow and Alec Baldwin's situation are more similar than that, because that.
Yeah, I mean, well, let's see. It's not even just The Crow. Look at Way of the Dragon. You know, the movie that Bruce Lee died making.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You know,
there's
that
several
shit just-
case law that already exists regarding all this, and it's just
now the person that was supposed to be in charge of making sure that it was a blank round, are they going to get in trouble? For sure. You know,
Yeah, I
they'll
think
never
she
be able
already
to work in
pleaded
Hollywood
out.
again.
I think she pleaded out.
Oh yeah, no, they already charged her.
They charged her.
Yeah, with the same thing with The Crow. Okay, the person that pulled the trigger didn't get charged with anything, and nor should he have been. It wasn't his fault. That was somebody that was in the prop department that didn't do their fucking job.
Yeah.
Now, Bruce Lee's story is a little bit different because he wasn't targeted by somebody on the prop team. He was targeted by somebody in the Chinese mafia that got their way onto the prop team to sit there and get him killed. But those people still face charges. Not the person that actually killed him.
Yeah.
You know? And that's the thing. It's like, I don't think Alec Baldwin should be charged with murder. Not in the slightest.
Nope.
You know? Because he has to live with the repercussions of the fact that he is already the one that pulled the trigger. You know, he's going to have to live with that the rest of his life.
Yeah.
That's going to be hard as shit. It's just like the guy who played as Fun Boy in the original Crow. He's never seen the original Crow movie. Never.
Yeah, because you couldn't watch it and not have that replaying in your head.
Mm-hmm.
Especially since the fact that the ambulance scene at the beginning of the movie, whenever they're putting Kelly in the ambulance, is actually footage of them putting the actors in the ambulance.
Ooh,
Jesus.
and no,
Double whammy.
And Brandon Lee's mom, Bruce Lee's ex-wife, has tried numerous times to get him to come over and watch the movie with her. This way they could just put it all behind them and, you know, move on past it. And he just can't do it. He cannot bring himself to do it. And I don't blame him.
Yeah, no.
And, you know, Alec Baldwin, he's going to be doing the same thing. Like, he's going to live with that the rest of his life, and it's going to haunt his dreams.
Yeah.
You know, and that right there is still too much for him to have to go through. That should have never fucking happened. Somebody should have done their job and made sure that it was a blank and a squib. Nothing less. Nothing more. You know, that's the reason why they created all those different laws where everything is supposed to be double checked before it even goes to the set.
Yeah.
That is protocol, which means somebody, not only her, didn't do her job right, but her superior didn't do their job.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Right, because I think like what the bullets was delivered that same day, which was kind of suspicious too. Like this extra fucking thing.
That doesn't matter. So the way it's supposed to go is all prop guns are supposed to go from the armory to props, and then props is supposed to make sure that the ammo that is loaded into it is blank fire, no powder round. It literally just the hammer closes and it makes a small pop. That is it. And then the supervisor is supposed to check it, and then the assistant producer is supposed to do one final check before they even hand the gun to an actor. That's the way it's supposed to go. So it's supposed to go through 4 different steps before it even lands in the actor's hands.
Mm-hmm.
So that means that multiple people didn't do their damn jobs right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? And yet, everybody's trying to sit there and push all the blame on Alec Baldwin and everything like that. It's like, why? The assistant producer should be getting in trouble for it. The person who took the gun out of the armory and took it to props should be getting in trouble for it, because they should have fucking checked before they even, whenever they got the bullets, that they were blanks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then the person that was handling the props, aka the female that got prosecuted, should be getting in trouble for it, and her supervisor should be getting in trouble for it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Yeah.
So there's 4 different people that should be getting in trouble for it.
It is what, yeah. It is what it is. But,
And I don't have a whole lot of grounds to talk on. I just, I have a master's degree and I had to study all the process of the way filmmaking is supposed to work and all the different types of things that you're supposed to do. But I'm not a professional. So I don't know all the laws and all the rules that Hollywood has for it, but I know that it is in the guidelines from what they taught us in school that that's the way it's supposed to be done.
yeah.
Well, on my side, considering mine is more paralegal work, and I did do that, and I worked in an investigation agency too. Yeah, from that side, that's why I've been confused why he's been wrapped up in this constantly, because legal-wise, he shouldn't be in this. He should have been bowed out long ago. It is a production company issue.
Well,
At the
At-
very,
Like,
Same
he's
sense,
involved
though.
to the scene of what's happening, but not to the extent that they're trying to charge him with murder. I could see if they
Yeah.
were trying to be, in some form, trying to put negligence on him, which I think at one point they tried to, but even then, he doesn't have a reason to recheck the gun when it should have already been checked.
no.
They kind of went through that already.
Yeah.
So,
At the
that's what
same
I'm saying.
sense,
On my
that's just
side,
the way...
that's why I've been, wondering why he's still been in this weird limbo, because I'm like, legal-wise, even when you look at everything around it, previous case and everything, he shouldn't still be in this.
Because that's the way Hollywood does things. Okay? So, the studio is going to catch flack for it. And the studio is going to try to take down any big name that happens to be with them. This way, they're not the only ones suffering. This way, their reputation isn't the only one being tarnished.
Yeah.
The Poltergeist. The movie The Poltergeist.
Oh,
I think it was
yeah.
Poltergeist 2 or 3, where they used actual human skeletons that they
Yeah.
had dug up from graves and put in the mud pit.
Yeah.
Saw no repercussions for it whatsoever.
Yeah.
I mean...
But yet, the people that were in the action of it actually did get in trouble for it. The actors actually had to pay fines for even touching those bones that were in the muddy water with them.
Yeah.
But yet the studio that commissioned that whole thing saw no repercussions from it whatsoever. Each one of the one actor that was in it had to pay a $5,000 fine for touching it. That's just the way Hollywood works, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, man. You wanna...
And that's why I try to do things with Doug, with the machinima and everything. I go through him on everything and tell him, okay, everything is good to go. We're fucking perfectly clear. There is no way of any sort of legal repercussions coming back to us in the slightest. I cover every single inch of everything that I do because I make sure that that's got to be perfectly clean.
Yeah. And for what it's worth, I try to do the same thing. With the exception of using AI for thumbnail generation and video descriptions. Other than that, I try to do everything above board as I can. No AI touches any of the animated content. I don't give a shit about thumbnails or video descriptions or even tags. Those 3 things, I'm not gonna hire a marketer for that. Fuck that noise. I can just no. And even then, with the Let's Play channel that's been that's still churning out stuff. I don't even use thumbnails for it. Like, I look at a lot of Let's Players stuff, and they just use a rando screenshot and say, "Yep, that's my thumbnail," and I just started doing exactly that.
Yeah, I mean, I do that for the most part. There's some videos that I'll sit there, and if I feel like they deserve a thumbnail, I'll create a thumbnail for it. But, like, as for the AI thing, I don't use AI for really anything. I mean, like, I'll use it for backgrounds and stuff, for, like, my illustrations that I do of anime characters, because I don't want to sit there and spend 20 hours drawing a background out. You know, just to see how they fit in the scene that I have an idea for, I'll just use AI to generate a background for it, just to make it look good. You know, but other than that, whenever it comes to actual illustrations, whenever I go forward on the animation side of everything, I'm going to, like, hand draw out the backgrounds and everything. I just want to, you know, see how the characters fit into the settings that I want them to be in.
I'm not gonna judge because anyway, but like at the very least, I'll switch it up a bit because I'll switch it up to something because I wanted to bring this up and I completely forgot. But like for whatever reason, the conversation we were literally just having really just kicked it back into my head. Did you know that American Gladiators is coming back?
Why?
Yeah, they're doing a resurgence of a lot of those types of shows, actually.
I am so happy. Are you kidding me?
They're bringing.
Go ahead.
They're bringing back Ninja Warrior too.
No.
I was just gonna think that now they're gonna combine it, like top American Gladiators go on to like do crossovers.
American Gladiators was so fucking camp. I mean, it was literally kids' version of WWF. I loved every fucking second of it. You had
That's what
They're trying to do like some guts.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
Yeah.
because it was right up there with like Guts, the aggro crack nonsense. Except like instead of using kids that get their shit wrecked, you had a bunch of scantily clad dudes and gals like on like the dumbest fucking obstacle courses, and it was so camp. It was. I'm super stoked. It would be like for me. It would be like saying like, oh yeah, LeVar Burton's gonna do Reading Rainbow again, even though that's still apparently happening. And I'm like,
It actually is. They're also bringing back Wishbone too.
What? Wishbone? Oh my god. Oh shit.
Wait a minute. Are we getting a lamb chop revival? Am I?
Ooh.
I'm just
mean,
checking
it's
if I'm not out of the loop or something.
I don't think so. I mean,
It's possible. I mean, they're bringing back In Between the Lions. Like PBS is trying to bring back a lot of their kids shows.
good.
Let's bring back
I'm on
Arthur.
board.
Let's reboot Arthur.
Arthur
Also,
just
what about
ended.
Time Squad?
Oh please, Arthur just ended. Let it lie for a little bit, and then they could just be like, you know, let's bring it back later on down the road. Not now. It
No,
just ended.
Arthur
They've
just
already
showed up in the
discussed-
ball like the aardvark he is.
They've already discussed bringing back Franklin the Turtle,
Ooh,
Little Bear.
Little Bear.
Oh,
Yes.
And the Berenstein Bears.
What about PB&J?
I don't know about that one,
Oh my god.
but they're talking about bringing back a lot of those.
Oh.
What about Doug? 10 years later, after he gets tired of Patty.
Well, the problem with that is Doug has been bought out by Disney now, so
Oh, okay.
Oh
That's
yeah,
up
when
in
they
the
did
air.
the New Avengers or the high school part. Okay, yeah.
they did a movie not too long ago. I think in like 2017, 2018, something like that.
Go figure.
Maybe 2019.
Well, wait, who owns? Oh shit. Oh, God. Who owns the?
Adventures of Pete and Pete.
Nah, I wasn't gonna. I was actually gonna.
Plus,
I was gonna say
that would be complicated anyway, because that's going to bring up issues that existed back then.
like,
No, but another thing that they are bringing back, I forgot about. I just read something about it not too long ago. I need to see if I can find the article and send it to Doug. WB is trying to bring back WB 4Kids.
Oh, hell yeah.
I mean, it's cool and all, but
Yeah,
like,
the dubbing.
where's it gonna?
The
Well-
dubbing.
Well, are they going to bring back Static Shock to put on there?
No, no. He's talking about because like WB4Kids took anime and just dubbed it, right? Or
No, WB4Kids had stuff like Captain Planet.
No, it still had like actual like the cartoon.
Yeah.
Cartoon.
No,
They
no,
got a
it
hold
had-
of it at a certain point.
Yeah, it had Looney Tunes. It had Looney Tune Babies.
well, because I know
Freakazoid.
Freakazoid.
Ooh,
Animaniacs.
Freakazoid.
Of course, you'd be.
Well,
Pinky and the Brain.
this would be the third time they brought back Pinky and the Brain and Animaniacs, right? If
Well,
they did
so
that.
Animaniacs has been brought back on Hulu,
Hulu.
and Hulu is making a new show of Pinky and the Brain as well. And that's what's made WB thinking about bringing back WB4Kids, but on Hulu, and having a channel where they revitalize all their old shows like Earthworm Jim, Freakazoid, Captain Planet.
Yes. Are they going to bring back the frog?
Probably, I know that they're talking about bringing back the Tick, the animated series.
Oh.
Oh. You see, this is stuff they should be bringing back. Executives, take notes.
Well, they've been talking about
and I-
Captain Planet revival forever, dude. So I'm
Yeah,
not gonna...
well, they're also talking about reanimating all the original Batman the Animated Series.
Why?
Oh,
Whoa,
God.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
My pits
whoa.
are hard.
No, not recreate, reanimating it.
No,
So
no,
going
no,
through-
I
and-
understand that.
Oh.
But why? Is it really in response to the Caped Crusader?
No, it's because of the fact that they want to sit there and bring back the original Batman the Animated Series to a newer generation with like the updated visuals and everything like that.
I mean,
Okay.
okay, but that
They're not like they're not recasting anybody or anything. They're just literally going to re-illustrate the entire thing and animate it again.
But that opens up a whole can of worms because everybody's going to start clamoring for DCAU revival altogether, and the movie version of it kind of shit with what they did with Crisis on Infinite Earths. So,
You know,
and even
Yeah.
then, they're going to want more Batman Beyond because the way that cliffhanger ended, only for it to end in Justice League Unlimited, they're like,
well, there's only one problem with the Batman Beyond.
What?
The only problem with bringing back Batman Beyond is the fact that didn't the voice actor for Batman die?
Yeah, Kevin Conroy.
Kevin Conrad or
Yeah,
something?
Kevin Conroy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he died, so they can't bring him back for Batman Beyond.
Yeah, I know. And even then, Mark Hamill retired his Joker voice. He's not doing it anymore now that Conroy's passed on. So,
He's retiring it from any animations. He did say that he was contemplating doing the voice one more time for the next Arkham game.
there's another Arkham game? Ew.
Yes, there's another Arkham game coming out.
Of course there is.
So he is considering it because, well, it's not a new Arkham game. They're remastering the original,
Okay. Alright.
and he wants to update his voice on it because he feels like the fans deserve it, and because of Kevin Conroy, he wants to sit there and do it one more time to feel like he was working with him again.
Okay. Fair enough.
But yeah, they're just talking about reanimating it to where they bring it up to the 16:9 ratio and make the graphics look, good again.
Yeah, very good on. Okay, but I'm just saying it's gonna open up that whole because after X-Men '97, people are still clamoring on James Gunn, and even he's still thinking about maybe possibly thinking about wanting to talk about continuing on with Justice League Unlimited, but with what you just said with Batman Toss, that just adds more fuel to that fire, and more fans will be clamoring on for continuation of JLU and the DCAU altogether.
So another fun fact about Batman. Guess who recently just got a license to do a sequel to a Batman movie?
Oh,
Tim Burton.
really?
He's gonna make another. Yeah, he's gonna make another Batman movie with Michael Keaton.
I mean, good on him. Okay. I mean,
yeah, he's already talked to Michael Keaton, and Michael Keaton said that he was on board with it to come back and play as Batman, where he chooses his successor and all that.
I mean, good on him, I guess. I'm not gonna It's just that.
Well, the thing that got me interested in it was the fact that Tim Burton said that he was going to use Chris O'Donnell to play as Robin, and they're actually going to go into the depths of the story of him turning into Nightwing.
Okay.
I think Chris O'Donnell's better as Jason Todd.
Wait, let me see Chris O'Donnell. Who's
Chris O'Donnell was the one who played
NCIS
as... He's the one that played as Batman, or he's the one that played as Robin in the Val Kilmer one and George Clooney one.
Okay, all right.
He also played in Men in Tights.
Yeah.
All right.
He was the one who played as Dick Grayson.
Okay, I want to see where that goes.
That was Tim Burton's original actor of choice for playing Robin whenever Michael Keaton was playing as Batman. But Chris O'Donnell was still a little bit too young at the time because he was only 16, and he didn't want to work with anybody that young.
Makes sense. Okay, I'll see where it goes.
I mean, I'm just interested to see a live-action version of Nightwing.
Yeah. How much creative freedom will Burton actually have? Because
the same as he did whenever he did the original.
I mean, okay, that would be nice and swell. I just don't want corporate hamstringing him because with Batman, they're gonna sell toys, especially they're gonna do that hard push, especially if it's
but I mean, look at most things that Burton's name is connected to. They usually sell like crazy and are extremely popular. Burton's name usually is a guaranteed cash paycheck for them.
The key word there is usually. Some of the, for instance, Coraline flopped, even though that was good. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Coraline wasn't made by Tim Burton.
I thought he directed that.
Coraline was made by the assistant producer of Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, never mind then. Still, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory was a huge no.
Yeah, that one was, and then the Alice in Wonderland was another one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's still doing the Beetlejuice too, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it comes out in a couple months.
Yeah. And to be fair, Wednesday is still in high regard. So.
Oh yeah. Wednesday is gonna take over Netflix again, just like it did whenever they released the first season.
Yeah.
Because they've already promised that season 2 is going to lean more into the darker side of things, or the more horror side of things, than the thriller mystery that it was in the first season.
I'm just wondering when Adam's Family came back, right?
Yes and no.
Oh.
It's been revitalized in the form of animation. But Tim Burton is still trying to work on getting an actual Addams Family movie.
Oh wow.
They're highly considering it. From what I've heard, is he's in the talks with them almost every other week about getting it done.
Okay. Well, that's one. Well, talk is talk. Well, I'll wait and see.
Yeah, I mean, he's been trying for that for 30 years. So, I mean, it's going to be difficult. He had to fight tooth and nail to get Wednesday.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard those horror
So,
either way.
I mean,
anyway, we're coming close to time, so let me thank everyone for coming to the Slab Lounge. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You take care, everybody.